information.
I'll start just because I'm dying to, because I appreciate the question. I think that one of the things, Sterlin has been working on this in his mind for a long time, but when I came aboard, it seemed to me like an important conversation to have. Something that we didn't foresee has happened with the internet, of what it's done to journalism, and this idea, this very noble idea of giving everyone a voice on the internet, which seemed kind of like wonderful, and it was going to be free education, and it was going to be equal opportunity, had this destructive force that we didn't anticipate, which is the Tower of Babel, which is all voices all the time, and corresponding chaos that creates. And I think it's hard not to think about movies like All the President's Men, and you think about with the passing of Redford, and Bob Woodward was just talking, had a wonderful post about him and their relationship to the truth and telling stories. And it was a time when being a journalist was really seen as honorable and an important safeguard to our society, and they took it seriously. And I love this, even in the opening scene, you see in Lee a pride in being an old school journalist. We fact checked this, I went through it line by line. I know we stayed up for 3 nights. He doesn't want to go on the internet and write Donald Washburn is a bad guy. He wants to prove it, And right now, it's very difficult for people in power and people not in power to understand how the truth is being manipulated for all of us, and that when big money is at stake, people don't really like the truth to be told, even though it actually is in our best interest, and who we can rely on. A lot of people are getting their news from people that are not journalists, and they're getting their news from gossip, and that's been hard throughout the history of mankind. But it seems like what we didn't quite realize is how much Don Quixote figure like Lee Raybon is, how it's actually it's an important conversation for us to be having, and we feel really grateful to be putting the show out there right now.
Sterlin.
Yeah, I mean, I think that, in terms of like us making a show about a journalist, I mean, it's not like, at times I think when you look at journalists, it almost felt like a superhero putting on a cape. But, we're in a period where we see everything now. I'm a filmmaker, but, I have allergies, and I took allergy medication before I left the hotel. And I'm a little upset that there's no mini bar in my hotel. You know what I mean? Like, we're just normal, and so are journalists. And I think that showing, telling a story about a real person, this is a journalist. It's not, I check in here and I have my, I'm in the bullpen and I've got my hot stories. Not really anymore, But the idea of being a journalist is still the same. It's about telling the truth. It's about finding. It's about reporting to the people and trying to give them, something that's accurate, so they can live their life after getting that news, and try to get along, get by in life. I mean, it's a very simple thing, and I think that it comes in many different versions. But I think that there's something really, I don't know. I didn't realize it was going to be so attractive to this guy just sort of making it happen.
We've all been noticing what you know. We've all seen the effects of it for the last 10 years, and we're all thinking about it, I think.
Gentlemen, we're going to go to our back.